very much about pop culture, but most of what I know I learned from watching your show.
Thank you. I think they're happy.
I didn't even know they were married before until I saw you eat crow, and I was like, "Who is this?" Yeah,
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I'm a political nerd. I mean,
Nicole.
Meghan McCain goes off on Trump for dissing former The View host Nicole Wallace. You have nothing better to do? Hi, welcome to G0ES. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. So you guys, I really appreciate it if you watch this whole thing because it's kind of a mess, especially if you haven't really watched The View as long as I have. Nicole Wallace was basically on The View for one season. And in my opinion, although she was on The View for one season, I found her to be smart when it came to politics. And I can just say, I firmly believe, politically speaking, she was one of the smartest people on The View. She used to work for the George H.W. Bush administration. And she also worked under John McCain as a campaign advisor in 2008. So she knows Meghan McCain. So Nicole Wallace was asked in the LA Times if being on The View helped working in politics. Someone asked her, is a show that's as contentious as The View really helpful for political discourse? And she responds, well, I think the problem was it wasn't contentious that season I was on. Being fired from a TV show where you think you're kind of bearing your soul feels personal because it is. It's like being broken up with. Because I've never worked in entertainment, I think what I didn't understand is it really was a casting, and it was a casting they didn't like. I sought to make peace with Rosie O'Donnell and Rosie Perez. I had such a special friendship with Whoopi Goldberg, the first human being who I have ever heard saying out loud in the summer of 2015. Trump is going to be president, guys. I remember whipping my head around and looking at her. So Nicole Wallace is actually a Republican, but she's been very outspoken about not being a fan of Trump. Now, y'all, here goes the Princess of Arizona.
Something as the Princess of Arizona. There is a crisis at the border, and the border is right up in my Arizona, which was founded on sunburnt women selling turquoise jewelry, not rando Mexicans. And that's not racist because my makeup artist is gay.
Here she goes chiming in because Donald Trump basically tweeted last night saying, responding to a tweet from a guy named Steven, who's basically only has several thousand followers. So I'm surprised Donald Trump even got caught of this. So it was from the article from the LA Times, and Trump responded, she was fired because she was boring and never had what it took. Perhaps that proven to be a mistake. And Meghan McCain basically responded saying, you don't have nothing better to do than gossip about The View. And you guys, honestly, when I saw that, I thought it was about me. So then I replied to her, you know you like it. Stop faking. Didn't you respond to Trump a month ago, acting like you didn't see him call you untalented, so you bragged about The View's Emmy while mentioning Trump 2 shows, never got one? The Emmy was for Brian, not for you anyways. Brian Theta is the executive producer of the show. And I got one like for saying that. In my wholehearted opinion, I'm going to have to say, and it hates me to say this, but I'm going to have to say I agree with Trump. She was boring. And in my opinion, when you are in a show and you know nothing about entertainment, Nicole Wallace knew nothing about the Kardashians. She just knew nothing about entertainment at all. Not just the Kardashians, just entertainment in general. It shows all about politics. And for you to even say that on national television when your job is to know both sides, not politically, but also, you know, pop culture wise, it's crazy. And that's going to make you get fired from the job. It's like me going to an interview saying, hey, I want to apply to be a office administrator. All I know how to do is answer phones and talk to customers, but I know nothing about Microsoft Office suites. So they just hired me. My ass gonna get fired, right? So in my opinion, very smart woman when it comes to politics, but she was bland as hell when it came to entertainment. She was boring as hell when it came to entertainment. And you can tell while there was on The View that the casting fell off between Rosie Perez and Rosie O'Donnell and Nicole Wallace. And because it was more of a clique thing, you know, Whoopi Goldberg was more aligned with Nicole, and Rosie and Whoopi often got into it, especially when it came to a racial controversy that they had on the show in regards to race. And Whoopi denied that racism actually exists. She called it being ignorant instead, which I found pretty appalling, because Whoopi to me is kind of like a sellout. She's more of an established moderate, in my opinion, than actually being for the people and by the people of the community, for us. But anyways, That's nor here nor there. That's a whole nother video. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it if you click subscribe and you click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yeah.